What's up, guys? Doing another video on SUMIF, COUNTIF, SUMIFs, and COUNTIFs with Power Query. So this is the standard Excel formula that you'll see all the time or use all the time, but how do we do it in Power Query? Well, it's actually very, very easy. So let me get right into it. So I have my table here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to load it into Power Query. Now, once that opens up, there's actually a function to do a SUMIF and COUNTIF, and it's group by. So I want to group by the region in this data set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click group by, and you'll see there's a drop down here. This drop down, think of as the criteria that you want to group by. So I want to group by region, and this example is going to be my SUMIF. So I'm going to sum the sales. So now it's going to sum the sales by region. Click OK. And now you can see it just has region, it just has the sales. So now I'm going to close and I'm going to load to my Excel formulas so we can check. And there we go, guys. That is a SUMIF. So now how do we count? Let me go back into the Power Query Editor and I'll show you how to count. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this applied step here and I'm just going to edit it. And instead of this being a SUMIF, we're going to do a COUNTIF. And the operation we're going to use is count rows. I'm just going to hit OK. And then I'm going to close and load. And there we go. Now we have the COUNTIF. Okay, so how do we do a SUMIFs now? Well, it's actually very easy. We go to our data from table range. I'm going to make a new query to show this example. It's the same exact thing. We're going to do the group by function, but instead we're now going to do advanced. So what this does is it selects multiply criteria to sum or count if by. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do region, and then I'm going to add a grouping, and I'm going to do category. So now this is going to be a SUMIFs, and I want to sum based on the sales. So now it's going to look at region and category, do both of those grouping, and sum the sales. And I click OK. So there we have it. There's our SUMIFs. And I'm going to close and load to an existing worksheet for my example. And here you have it, SUMIFs. And now to do a COUNTIFs, the same exact process. I'm going to open up Power Query Editor, and I'm going to change the formula here. So instead of doing sum, I'm going to do count. Click OK. And close and load. So now you can see my COUNTIFs is the same as my Excel formula. So that's how you do it, guys. SUMIF, COUNTIF, SUMIFs, and COUNTIFs. If you have any other things you want to learn, just put them in the comments below.